There is a silent enemy living in your life right now, and it doesn't look like danger. Feels like safety. Feels like routine. It feels like, I'll do it tomorrow. But make no mistake, this comfort you cling to is not protecting you. It is quietly erasing you, because nothing destroys a man faster than a life that feels just good enough. Not painful enough to force change. Not inspiring enough to demand growth. Just comfortable enough to keep you asleep. And while you sit in that comfort, your future is slipping through your hands. Every day you choose what is easy over what is necessary, you are casting a vote for the person you are becoming. Not who you wish to be, not who you talk about, but who you are actively building through your actions. Comfort is not neutral. Comfort is a decision. And most people have chosen it so many times that they no longer recognize the cost. They wake up without urgency. They move without intention. They think without power. And then they wonder, why is nothing changing? But how can your life change? If you refuse to, you say you want success. You say you want wealth. You say you want freedom. But your habits are voting for security, for familiarity, for ease. And life does not reward what you say. It rewards what you prove. Look at the men who shaped history, the ones who bent reality to their will. They were not comfortable. They were obsessed. They were driven by something deeper than convenience. A vision so strong it made comfort feel like a prison. While others rested, they worked. While others doubted, they believed. While others hesitated, they moved. Because they understood something most people never will. Growth and comfort cannot coexist. The moment you choose comfort, you abandon growth. The moment you choose growth, you must sacrifice comfort. There is no middle ground. And that is the dangerous lie society has sold you, that you can have both. That you can stay safe and still become great. That you can avoid risk and still achieve extraordinary things. You can't. Every level of your next life requires a version of you that does not exist yet. And that version is built in discomfort. In the early mornings when your body begs you to stay in bed, but you rise anyway. In the moments when fear whispers you're not ready, but you act anyway. In the seasons where nothing seems to be working, but you persist anyway. That is where transformation lives. Not in comfort, but in resistance. Understand this. Comfort is addictive. It seduces you slowly. First, it tells you to rest. Then it tells you to delay. Then it convinces you that where you are is enough. And before you realize it, years have passed. And the life you imagined has become a distant memory. Not because you weren't capable, but because you were too comfortable to fight for it. The tragedy is not failure. The tragedy is potential left unused. A mind that could have created empires, settling for survival. A life that could have inspired millions, reduced to routine. And it all begins with one simple decision: to choose comfort over courage. But here is the truth that will set you free. You are not stuck. You are choosing. And if you are choosing comfort, you are also choosing limitation. So the question becomes, how much longer will you accept it? How much longer will you tolerate a life that is beneath your potential? Because at some point, you must confront yourself. Not your circumstances, not your past, not your excuses, yourself. The version of you that knows what must be done, but refuses to do it. The version of you that dreams, but never executes. The version of you that waits, waiting for the perfect time, waiting for motivation, waiting for permission. But success does not wait. It is claimed by those who move before they are ready, by those who act before they are certain, by those who decide before the world agrees with them. And that is where your power lies, in decision. The moment you decide that comfort is no longer acceptable, everything begins to shift. Your standards rise, your actions sharpen, your identity evolves. You stop asking what's easy, and you start asking what's necessary. You stop avoiding pain, and you start using it as fuel, because pain, when directed, becomes power, and discomfort, when embraced, becomes transformation. This is where discipline is born, not from motivation, but from commitment, from the refusal to remain the same, from the understanding that every action is either building your future or destroying it. And discipline does something powerful. It removes the need for feelings. You don't act because you feel like it. You act because you decided. You don't wait for inspiration. You create momentum. And once momentum begins, everything changes. Because now you are no longer a victim of your environment. You are the architect of your life. You begin to see opportunities where others see obstacles. You begin to take risks where others hesitate. You begin to move with purpose, with clarity, with conviction. And slowly, the life you once imagined starts to become real. But it comes at a price. It always does. The price is comfort. You must give it up. You must outgrow it. You must reject it again and again until it no longer has power over you. Because the life you want exists on the other side of discomfort. The wealth you seek is hidden in the risks you avoid. The person you are meant to become is waiting behind the actions you are afraid to take. So step into it. Step into the uncertainty. Step into the pressure. Step into the version of yourself that demands more. Because your future is not destroyed in one moment. It is destroyed in small, quiet decisions repeated daily. And it is also built the same way. One decision at a time. One action at a time. One moment of courage at a time. So the next time comfort calls your name, understand what it is really asking. It is asking you to stay the same. And if you accept, you already know where that leads. But if you rise, if you choose discomfort, growth, discipline, then you step into something few ever experience. Control, power, freedom, not given but earned. And when you finally look back, you will realize something that most people never do. The greatest danger was never failure. It was comfort. And the moment you defeated it was the moment your life truly began.